and welcome back to another episode of For the Lads. And we are here with my biggest guest yet, good friend JJ. We work in the same industry together, and he's been gracious enough to give us his time, and I appreciate you coming on, brother.
Thank you, man. Like you said, we work in the same industry. Yeah, I'm so grateful to be on the podcast. And
My pleasure, brother. Thank you. So, I'm just getting this all organised. So, what made you get into security initially? Like, what made you think this would be like a good industry to get into, or what led you down that path?
Honestly, it was the older boys. When I come out from a friend's house or go out to town when I was, fairly just turned 18. Just looking at all the older boys and showing respect towards them, and them letting me in, like skip the venue line and that. It was pretty good and inspiring to like look out. Oh, these people that work so hard, are showing me love and respect. So I decided to take up the profession and became a security guard.
What initially made you feel that you'd be good at doing security? Like,
mainly that.
other than size.
Yeah, I was just gonna say size.
size.
Doing security, like mainly the patience to control the inner demons and inner urges to hit someone. So I found out that security is a very nice place to really test that boundary per se.
There's a lot of boundary testing in that industry.
Yeah, indeed.
I can definitely vouch for that. Definitely. Every fucking night there's someone testing some sort of boundaries.
Yep. Honestly, when they get up in your face and like, how they speak and the spit hits your face and that, it pisses me off sometimes. But like in security, you have to kind of take a step back and be like, hey, sir, I told you to leave. Please leave. And basically show sign language, like body motions and directions. That so Big Brother is always watching you.
That's right. Because it doesn't. A couple of things I'll add into there for guests or any potential security providers or anyone getting into security. It doesn't. I shouldn't say exactly like this, but technically it doesn't really matter too much what happens. It matters what the camera says.
Exactly, 100%.
And if someone spits at you and it hits the ground, wipe your face.
And
like
the rest is history.
But yeah, exactly. You got to be mindful if it goes to court or something that the camera's there to cover you, which it isn't always easy. Because there's sometimes you could be in the right, but you're not quite in the right camera spot. And we all know people personally that have kind of gotten fucked over because of that. But it is a tough industry.
Yeah.
And as far as, having patience, it's you got good patience. Mine, I guess after a decade of it's kind of wearing thin. That's why I try to pass it off to you guys a bit more now. Like,
us younger generations of security guards. It's good in a way, for you guys, because you guys are from the generations where you guys could flog some cunts up and do some damage, and everyone be like, oh, okay, we ain't gonna fuck up and bullshit. But nowadays, for me, for being a security guard, there's like being a security guard doesn't mean shit nowadays. Like, most people just walk over you unless you have that real aggressive.
You mean like as in like the quality of guards within the industry?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I could vouch for that.
But it's a job at the end of the day. It pays the bills,
Mm.
and yeah, security ain't always the best thing in the long run.
So, what kind of lessons have you learned within working security that you would recommend to like an earlier to a new version of yourself, or like things that little tricks of the trade and stuff like that?
Just because you wear a tag and a uniform doesn't make you a hotshot, invincible person. There's always someone bigger and badder out there. When I was growing up, I'm still young, but when I was going through the milestone of security throughout my 3 to 4 years of security, when I was the first year, I thought I was invincible because, I was a young kid with basically my head filled with nonsense, and I learned the hard way.
Yeah, there's always, and it's not only about like that's definitely true. It doesn't matter how tough you are or how tough you think you are. There's always someone bigger and badder. Also, there's weapons. A lot of weapons these days. It doesn't matter how tough you are. If someone punches you from behind, or if there's multiple people, it's a dangerous job. I mean, you've definitely got to be mindful about your surroundings and No, what about like little tricks for getting people out of the venue?
Honestly, you could so working at the clubs, you could go up to one of the patrons' friends and be like, hey, your friend, surely you can take him outside. I don't want to do any paperwork or anything. Or I don't know, because I know nearly everyone that goes to town, and majority majority of them listen, and the people that don't, honestly, after work anything goes. Well, it won't come to that, surely, hopefully.
I always find that if you want to get someone out of the venue, I mean, it's everything. Like I always say, everything's a case-by-case scenario. But if you want to get someone out, a good tactic is to say, hey, I just need to speak to you. Just come with me. You're not in trouble, blah, blah, blah. And then once they get out the front, then you go, hey, unfortunately, you're going to have to call it a night now. That way, if they kick off, at least they're at the front of the venue already.
That's very tricky, eh? That's very sneaky.
Yeah, you gotta
come out the front.
Yeah, you're just like, hey, yeah, you're right, mate. No, you're right. You're not in trouble. I just need to speak to you. No, unfortunately, that's
that's the ultimate switch up on someone.
Man. Yeah, you gotta play the game, and if they kick off, then at least they're at the front. They're not in wherever you are, whether it be a gaming room or in the pub or nightclub or what have you. So you've already got him out the front then, which is you've won half the game, if not 90% of it.
If anyone if I'm out the clubs drinking and any of my co-workers or friends of different companies does that bullshit to me, we're no longer friends, alright?
I tell you what, man, I've used that tactic more times than I could even bother to remember. Hundreds of times, I reckon. But it works well. Yeah.
For me, because others tell them to go outside and piss off.
Yeah.
And they listen, but once when they're probably 10 meters to 20 meters away, they're just, oh, you fat cunt, you can't do nothing. I'm like, oh, okay, buddy.
Yeah.
So you didn't squeeze in when you were next to me.
Yeah.
But when you're over there, you're like, rah, 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 like a little chihuahua.
Yeah. They start off, like you said, they say fuck all, but by the time they get to the road, like shirts off. They're doing like a war dance. Yeah. And I'm like, bruh, you could have done, like now you're 25 feet away, but hey, like I'm happy about that. Like I don't care, like.
Whatever happens outside the venue, like, it's not your jurisdiction to, make it. But in town, you can just call for other people for, around the clock.
Yeah, you're going to get help as far as the boys in blue more consistently and probably faster.
Oh, well, not really.
No?
Like, let's say that I'm working out in town at the clubs. There will be a code 1 or a fight, a big brawl at the front of the venue. And us security boys, we put in the effort to, put down that person, break up the fights. Sometimes we get punched or kicked, and, we still have to, like, get in there, get roughed up, and hold that person down. And, the coppers come through and they, put the handcuffs on the person and takes them away. Like, that's what I mean by nowadays that most security guards just get stepped on. Even if it's by the boys in blue or other security companies or guards.
I mean, there's just too many people in the security industry that have no business being in it. And I think a lot of it has to do with a lot of government subsidies that go into like the security industry now to get people working that haven't had work in a long time, and then they're putting them into security, but they have no fucking business doing it. That, like, maybe patrols, but that's it.
Oh, and that's why we get so many shirt fucking fillers.
Yeah. Cardboard cutouts.
Yeah, I just want to be fucking security guards or, someone with control.
Yeah. With the, like, how would I say? How do you go with, like, the day-to-day and week-to-week grind of being a guard and then dealing with, like, drama all the time? And, like, I don't know about you, but over time, for me, it definitely wears on your opinion of humanity. There's a lot of, I would imagine there'd be a lot of security guards or a lot of people that have spent time in security, and there's not much out there as in, like, how to work through the difficulties of being a security guard. Not just on the job, but dealing with the life-to-life of being a security guard, because it ain't easy. And, like, it ain't particularly safe sometimes either.
Yeah. Honestly, just doing, 11 and a half hours or sometimes 12. Doing roughly around, 40 to, let's say, 50, 56 hours per week. And still having a day job to do. And then nighttime comes, you're dealing with arseholes and shit. For me, it really fucks with my my mental health, kinda, because your whole body, your body's worn out. You're frustrated, you're sad, and it's all a different emotions all mixed together. And it's very hard for me, for example, to control myself. Some nights I just want to crash out, and proper crash out. But then I'll lose my job, my license, and probably get in big shit by the boys in blue.
Yeah, when it comes to long-term doing it, sometimes you need to have that internal talk. Someone's I think he's stuck somewhere. Sorry. Yeah, I think what was I saying? So yeah, you got to have that internal talk, where you've got to almost try to refresh yourself. because it can get to you where you kind of start to hate humanity, and like how do you deal with that mindset of I mean, it doesn't mean you hate every single person, but you can become a little bit jaded, and you can kind of, at least I find sometimes, is that I'm always waiting for someone to threaten me or try to hurt me or to hurt my staff, because that's what you're programmed to expect.
Yeah.
You're programmed to expect the worst of people because that's what you've been through. So through that, I can kind of understand why, like in a smaller aspect of how, what Penn goes through with youth work of these kids going through way worse than what we've gone through, why they're kind of like that, where you're expecting the worst all the time.
Yeah.
Because it can wire you that way, and it's because it's your own safety.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. On that subject, can't really go into it because, like, I can, but I can't. Oh yeah.
How are you finding with your security journey at the moment on that aspect? You still, because you're at what, 2 years in, right?
3 years.
3 years, and you're still good at, you're not quite there yet.
Yeah, I'm not quite as a amazing guard.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, as in like you have still pretty good control of your temper.
Yeah. That's mainly to do with me letting my anger out when I'm doing either gym or me and my brother, like if me and my brother have a issue, he's always the first one to be like, oh, they're my older brother, so like Daniel would be like,
they gotta let you know that you're the younger brother.
Yeah, 100%. Like that's
doesn't
Daniel.
Doesn't matter how big he is, he's still someone's younger brother.
Yeah, he's like, oh, Jerome Isaac's not here to hold me back. Hold me back anymore. I'm like, I'm not scared to fight my older brother. It's just like,
yeah,
it's a big disadvantage. Like he's pretty fucking quick with his hands. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No, you're right.
And I'm slow, but heavy hitter.
Yeah.
And it's kind of hard trying to hit someone that's fast.
Yeah.
But trust me, Daniel.
How tall is he?
You
said you got the same reach, right?
Yeah, we got the same reach, but he's probably up to me nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you were to stand, like you were both touching each other at the same time, well, then the height advantage means nothing.
Yeah, 100%.
If you're a bigger guy, because generally bigger guys are going to be slower, but more powerful than a smaller guy. But the way to negate that is footwork, timing, judging distance and keeping someone on the end of your punches.
Yeah.
Because speed beats power, but, timing beats speed.
100%.
So you don't have to be the fastest. But if you don't have a reach advantage on him, it makes it a bit harder. You just got to get hold of him then.
Yeah. Oh, no, even then he says, if you ever like try to super legs me or like put me in a headlock, I'm going to literally break the rules and just grab your balls.
Yeah,
I was like, wait, what?
The squeal grip.
Yeah. Literally.
Use a brothers. At the end of the day, you shouldn't be fighting each other, But I guess, it's out of love, I guess if anyone...
Out of love, that's out of the point.
But if anyone was to fuck with you, he'd be the first one there.
Yeah, 100%.
That's what I mean.
My brothers would be the first people there.
And were they ever into security?
My older brother, Jerome, he was built to go to the army, but... He didn't because life can be unpredictable sometimes. And, but yeah, he was doing some like weird MMA shit.
Okay.
So like he can fight.
Yeah, he's pretty good, eh?
And then Isaac, no. So he went on the boats when he was like 13, 14, 15. So he was on the boats for like 3-4 years making bank.
Nice.
Line and fishing, just catching tuna.
Yeah, sort of thing.
Oh,
good.
yeah, catching tunas and that.
Yeah.
And same as Jerome. Jerome joined him like a year later.
Yeah.
And yeah, they were just making bank. And now Isaac is about to own his own painting business. And Daniel, he's also doing painting also. Yeah.
So, how much longer do you see yourself doing security for? Is this like a short-term thing for you? Like you want to, or do you see this as something you could be doing for the next decade or something? Oh yeah. Are you like, oh, fucking hope not?
Honestly, the first year I loved it.
Yeah.
Second years came around and I'm like, okay.
A little bit less love.
Yeah. And now, right now,
No love.
no love. It's just literally, it's literally a paycheck that I'm getting from this to deal with fucking assholes and drunk indigenous people and there's people my age, you know, and the new generation that's coming up now, you know. Yeah. Like, I get it. I used to be that age, well, like, 2 or 3 years ago. I was that age, just being dumb and reckless. Yeah. Drinking a lot and partying, but, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so what would you say in the beginning was the best parts about it that because you said initially you enjoyed it?
I was
it the girls? JJ, can you get us in? Oh, where's the numbers?
Yeah, that too. But also I was kind of I got corrupted.
Okay. Please do tell.
Yeah.
Old news. So how long do you reckon you see yourself doing it for?
I'll say probably another year until I get my license back. And after that, I'm going to Darwin.
And what's the plans?
Yeah, the mines, man.
The mines.
Yeah, sir.
I think that's a good move. I mean, I think as far as this country goes, things are only going to get harder. And you have to anticipate that. I mean, as far as buying property, I mean, it was hard for me to buy this house, and in the 1 year I've owned this house gone up $100,000.
Fuck.
Yeah. And it's only going to get worse because the supply and demand. You know, like they can't keep up with the demand. And I'm not anti-immigrant. My wife's an immigrant, but they immigrate a lot of people into the country. And we're just not supplementing with enough property because with Australia, everyone lives on the coast, you know. Like people think, oh, it's a big country, but everyone lives on the coast, you know. It's not evenly spread out.
Like, don't get me wrong,
but that's good that you're, you know, making moves for a better future because you're still young as well. So if you smash the next, you know, 7 to 10 years. Yeah. You know, get yourself a couple of properties, maybe some investments.
Well, hopefully that's what I want. Yeah. Sometimes I forget my own age because how work's been treating me. Yeah. You just get really burnt out and you're like, you know, everything doesn't feel normal. Like you don't know what normal feels like anymore when you're working too much and you're like your body wears down.
Yeah, bruh, I know exactly what that feels like.
Yeah.
I've worked 7 days a week for 3 years. The only time I've had time off is I got a staph infection in my knee from taking too many people down and scratching my knee and then re-scratching it, and I ended up with staph infection. So I got sick and I had to sit at home on infuser. Went to Caleb's wedding. Couple of times I got really sick and I needed a couple of days off. Outside of that, I've pretty much worked every single day for 3 years, so I know exactly what you mean.
Fuck, wouldn't you have any like annual leave or sick pay?
No, I'm not full time.
You're not?
No.
Wait, so you're just casual?
Yeah, but there's plus and minuses to that, right? Because I'm like full time casual, so I get a higher rate. One,
Yep.
and second of all, like no one's going to give you a full time job doing 70 hours a week. So I have I get 30 hours a week overtime. That's why I'm 30 hours a week of what I earn is overtime. Plus you've got your night loading and all that.
Yeah.
That's why I just keep doing it. Like I keep plugging away, because eventually when I do get, and I'll do the right. I've been very lucky as far as my employees go. They're good men, and they've been good to me, and they appreciate me.
Yeah.
And I appreciate them, and so they should though, because I've been loyal.
Yeah.
And
you've been breaking your back for them, like
we've gone through the trenches, like this one day I'll share some stories, but I'll just say we've been through the trenches. And but my point being is, when I do leave, I'll do it right. I'll make sure that we get some more people in and train them up, and then when I'm done, I'm fucking done. I'm not doing any more sort of hospitality work. And I'm never doing graveyard shift again. Unless I never want to say never, because you could end up with some stupid offer and you're just like, bruh, like I can't let that go.
Yeah.
But, with everything the way it should be, that'll be it. Because I want to have a family.
Yep.
I want to be a father, because I feel I'd be a good father. And, when I say this, it's going to sound wrong. But my life fucking sucks, bro. I work too much. I put up with a lot of stuff. I'm always sleep deprived. That ain't fun. Yeah. But I'm kicking goals. I got a good wife. So in that respect, it levels it out. It's not like I'm not moving anywhere and I'm like, blah blah blah. I'm sacrificing. The only thing that bothers me about it, because as a man, it's your role to sacrifice. What bothers me is my wife has to sacrifice.
Yeah.
And my wife works 2 jobs, and she finished work at 1:00 this morning, slept in the car. We come home, then she starts work again at 7:30 this morning, works all the way till 4:30, and then gets in the car, then goes to the other job. And then works from there again tonight until 12:30 in the morning.
Yes.
So we both, that's what upsets me, is like she shouldn't have to do that.
Yeah.
And honestly, in a lot of ways, we could definitely survive on mine, but we want to get ahead and.
Yeah, but she cares about you in that aspect, man.
Yeah.
Like her pushing herself and you pushing yourself, You guys should just take a big fucking 3 months off. Like annual leave, or that's right, you don't do.
No, there's savings.
Yeah.
Because we bought this house, right? And we saved a little bit of money. Like I put aside 15. But I need to make that up a bit more. It needs to be more up around 50, and then I can jet,
Yeah. And once when you do, man, I can kid you not, bro. Like, if that, it will happen.
Yeah. Nothing's forever.
Yeah. Boom, go on like a little big holiday and just chill out.
Honestly, if I'm being honest, when I leave Cock and Bull, I'm going to go beast mode. Yeah, I'm going to work even more. But I'm going to have 1 day off a week.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing. And even working 7 days a week, but it being during the day and not at night. Like,
honestly, if you work through the day, that'll be so good, because you honestly just dealing with day shift shit, and it's mostly calm during the day.
Well, it's just that, but I mean the sleep cycle.
Yeah.
That's a big thing. And then when you finish a normal job, or what I'm hoping to have something going, is we'll finish. It'll be 4 in the afternoon. instead of 6 in the morning, you know, and then between 4 p.m. and say you go to bed at like 10:30, you know, like you can live a life in between there.
Have you asked them to like move you to day?
Look, if I wanted to stay there long term, I'd be working days now. But like I wouldn't be 7 days a week.
Yeah, you'd be like what, 3?
Yeah, 3, maybe 4, whatever. Yeah. You know, like, but I don't want to. But the reason why I continuously do 7 is because when I'm doing 7, I can expedite my goal, right? And my goal is to, like, I got a few goals, but as far as my goal of leaving there and doing something else, I can make that happen quicker by just working more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if I was to get another person in there and I do 4 nights a week or something, it's going to take longer. Where really I want to get out and I want to do something else. Like, I'm ready to move on.
Yeah.
It's I'm getting older. I would consider myself lucky because, like, you know, I've had a lot of scenarios, right, where people have pulled knives on me or fucking, you know, lots of things. And nothing really bad has happened to me over the years. You know, I've been sucker punched and had a lump on my head and was real mad. But it's, you know, like, it's, I've been pretty lucky. Nothing real bad has happened to me. Yeah. And, you know, like I say, a lot of that is luck. You know, like, it's not just, like you said, there's always someone bigger about it. If they get you from behind, you can't see that coming. And eventually, one day, my luck will run out and something, you know, I'll get stabbed or something. Yeah. And, which technically has already kind of happened.
Yeah, well, you did get fucking slashed. Like.
Yeah, like, so, like, but it was just a small stabbing. It wasn't a bad one. You know, like, if I got stabbed, I'd probably, you know, at least the good thing about getting stabbed, right, is, like, I'd get time off. Yeah, I'd get time off work, right? I'd get time off. Because if I got stabbed, like, I'd have to get paid for that time off.
Yeah,
right?
wouldn't you get, like, paid
I'd get some
out?
compensation or some shit.
Like, work comp and shit.
Yeah. And if I died, like, you know, the house would get paid off. I'd get lots of rest.
Wait, what? No, what the fuck?
Lots of rest. Yeah. Fucking, yeah, nothing to worry about, brother. The house will be paid for, so. But I'd rather not. But all jokes aside, is I'd like to get out, you know, with my health and with a bit of money and move on to some other things, you know what I mean? Because life is short, right? And it's going to go, your life is going to pass in a blink of an eye, you know? And, you know, it's tough, right? Because when they say, you know, like, they ask people, right, on their deathbed, what their biggest regrets are. And the biggest one tends to be, I wish I didn't work as much and I spent more time with my loved ones. All right? And if you were to say, oh, if this was your last day on earth, what would you do? Like, it wouldn't be going to work. It'd be hanging out with the people you care about. Yeah. Right? But if you don't sacrifice them and your time with them, which you only get a certain amount of days with them, if you don't sacrifice that, you will achieve nothing, and you will live a life unlived, you know? Yeah. And you can't do that either. So it's just figuring out that balance point of...
But is there really a balance point during that? Because, like, you can spend so much time with family members and then, you know, work. But then when you work, something can happen at work and... You never know.
Time. You never know.
Yeah, 100%.
You could get in a car accident on your way home, and that be the end of it. And then then it's all for nothing. But you don't know that's going to happen, and you can't not you can't not have goals and work towards a bigger purpose. As a man, it is your fucking duty.
It's your fucking
it's your duty to have goals and work towards things and to achieve them, you know, because if you sit around like some people do, and I'm not saying you, like, when I say you, I don't mean you specifically.
How dare you?
No. But if you sit around on the dole and do fuck all with your life and have kids and like, you know, then expect society to not only, you know, pay for your kids, but to fucking feed you as well. You're not a fucking man. You know, like a man is there to create, a man is there to achieve and to set like, you know, to set a standard for your children to live up. Not, I wouldn't even say live up to, but to set a standard for them to aim for, or, you know, because if you're the type of father that doesn't do anything, you know, like, you know, your children for a lot of times, because for me, right, like my folks, I love them. My dad, rest in peace, blah blah blah. But they never worked, right? And most of the time, like, I'm not like them. I'm the opposite of that in my work ethic. But a lot of times, the children emulate what they grow up with. Yeah. So if they see people putting a subpar performance, they think that's normal, and it's fucking not. You know, I'm not saying people should go and work 7 days a week, and like, you know, like I'll admit, you know, like I'm unusual, you know, but a lot of that also is because I was a fucking idiot when I was young and wasted my time and wasted my money and spent a good portion of my youth being a drug addict and a drunk, you know. And then when I grew up, you know, now I have to work hard to make up for it, which I believe I have, or are, I should say.
Well, you are on the pathway to, you know, becoming who you are and standing for what you are.
Yeah, well, who you know, I guess who you're meant to be, or whatever, you know.
Wait, I'll be back. I think Rocco needs to take a...
Don't let him out there.
No,
because he's talking about my little sausage dog over there. Cutest boy out there. Aren't you, Rocky? You a good boy? Yeah, he's pretty good. But the thing with him is he's going to run straight out the back, straight over to that fence and buck. And so I know he's playing...
I actually thought he was like sitting next to the door saying like, oh, I need to go take a shit or some shit.
He likes to communicate with his worst enemy next door. You want to hear a funny story when it comes to... There's two little Chihuahuas, right?
Yeah.
And fucking, I was sitting in here. This is when old mate briefly worked at our work as a manager. So for very briefly, in the 3 years that I've worked 7 days... There was a portion, I will say, that of 2 months, I think it was, that we had another night manager. So I only did 4 nights. So I guess in some respects, I lied, but not really. But I was sitting in the lounge room, right, and fucking doing whatever, watching TV, and I just hear the dogs go ballistic, right? So I think someone's jumped the fence. And then fucking... So they've taken off down there. So I've gotten up, and then this Chihuahua runs in, right? And then they're trying to attack this other Chihuahua, running back and forth, and he gets in through the fence. And then they've bolted back in here to fucking have at that other Chihuahua, right? And like, I've gone over, like, come here, and he's like pretty much jumped in my hands. He was pissing all over the place. So yeah. But,
so your dogs were about to jump other fucking Chihuahua.
Well, I mean, you know, it's the Bloods and Crips. But you don't pass that fence, you know, like that block is yours, this is ours. And then like that blood over there, he was on the wrong block, you know. But they carry on a bit. But
so there was a little gap. Or like one of the panels
still there.
Break.
But I fucking like just wedged some shit in there to block it off.
What the fuck is the other owners doing, man?
But you know, like I mean, at the end of the day, you know, there's some truth in that, but it is also my fence, and it's also I just like to take extreme ownership on pretty much everything, you know. So like, you know. Could I say, oh, they've been there for 35 years and they've never done anything? Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's my fence too. It's my fault. It's like the same as like when we were talking earlier about, because I've lost all the wedding videos and speeches, right? All our wedding shit gone, which I was fucking heartbroken about. And because when I asked, I can't even remember who it was, but I asked someone in our family to video them. I didn't specify. I didn't want a live stream. I wanted a video, and then they live streamed them, right? But they stayed on Facebook for years, but apparently sometime recently, this year, they changed their terms of service and wiped all that stuff. And I didn't realize because I only really use the Messenger. And I was waiting for it to be like on the anniversary. So all the stuff's there. It's easy to find because it can be hard to find. Just to find it's not there. And then I lost all the speeches, my wife's walk, the whole lot fucking gone. But at the end of the day, it's all my fault.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I could have done something about it. I could have specified I didn't want to live stream. I could have like, instead of making excuses, I'm busy all the time, I could have made it happen earlier, but I didn't. So at the end of the day, it's my fault. And you got to be like that with everything. Even if sometimes things are, it's technically the fault of multiple people. Yeah, if it's involving you, you're better off just taking the ownership onto yourself because you can't control what other people do, say, or how they turn up, but you can control what you do, say, and how you turn up.
All right. So another aspect. Let's just say it's you and 3 other blokes. There's someone dead on the ground. Cop goes by. Are you going to take blame for it?
If we just randomly walk past a dead guy?
No. Like, there's 5 of yous.
Yeah.
1 dead. 4 of you guys are standing around. Cop comes. Are you going to take blame for the old mate dying?
Well, not because I don't even know how he died. You know, if I just find some guy dead and a cop drives past, I'm going to be like, hey, I don't fucking know.
He did it. No, but I do get your logical way of speaking.
Yeah.
You know. But in another sense, I think it's like, why take that burden?
Because it's easier. It's easier to take the burden because you can't control how other people will turn up, and people will let you down and disappoint you. And you like, at the end of the day, like, it's so much easier to just blame yourself for everything. I mean, like, maybe that's not the right way of putting it, but if you just put the onus on yourself for everything, because you can change outcomes, but you can't change other people's outcomes, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, I think that's part of, like, leadership skills, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I went on a bit of a tangent, but...
No, it's all good. So I was just checking my phone because I got it on, like, silent, like, turned down. Yeah. And I just felt a little vibrate. And when I checked it, it was my family group chat. Yeah. And, everyone's spamming happy birthday to my little nephew.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think he's...
what's his name?
Zion.
Happy birthday, Zion. I hope you have a great day, mate.
Happy birthday, Zion.
You made it onto the podcast, brother.
I don't know. No, I do know his age.
You don't.
No.
See, if you never brought that up, no one would have even realised. Now you've made it blatantly obvious.
Yeah, he's 7. How old are you meant to be in kindergarten?
So you start kindy when you're 5.
And when do you finish?
So, I mean, kindy was a while ago for me.
Yeah, I know that.
Look, I don't know if is it 4 when you start kindy and then 5 when you start, yeah, something like that. Yeah,
he's 4, 5. But
nice.
Anyways, yeah.
Happy birthday,
I'm a shit
Zion.
uncle.
Oh, you remembered him.
Yeah, 100%.
So, JJ,
yes,
what's
sir.
some of the like hobbies that you had growing up?
Ooh, so growing up out near Gordonvale. Yeah, Gordonvale is like a little small community. You know, everyone knows everyone in that small town. I used to live up near Draper Road, and before then, you know, there was only 3 houses So at the halfway point, there will be a house, but a copper used to live there.
Mm.
And up where I used to live is on the farm next to my school buddy I went to school with, Avi. His parents owned the house that we were living in.
Mm.
And yeah, it was some creepy shit going on. So they left all their old vintage wardrobes and that, like that old fashioned wardrobes.
Mm.
And yeah, Avi was telling me some stories about how haunted that wardrobe is, because his auntie died, and her clothes that she died in was in that wardrobe.
Shit.
Yeah, and a lot of creepy shit happened at the house when I was growing up.
Elaborate.
So I woke up in my room, which was next to the door how you walk in. It was a old Queensland house, and yeah, I saw a girl in a white dress dancing or skipping, either.
So it wasn't a clear vision, so you could see it was one of them two kind of going on, but you couldn't quite tell.
It was it definitely was a little girl. Like, mind you, I must have been like 7 or 8. Seeing a girl my age in a white dress just dancing or skipping around me. And then probably like a couple of weeks later, my nephew, who's fucking 7 years older than me, came over, and yeah, my brothers and that, you know, they were smoking cones behind the little, there was like a little room, and then you have the window and my room. Yeah, there was a smoking room in this little shack where the wardrobe is. And Woodamoo, he was like stoned, but he was walking on the veranda where we hanged up the clothes to dry. Because the clothesline that we had at the back was pretty scary to go to, because someone hanged himself at the back
Jesus
shed.
Christ, what, this house is like straight out of a movie.
A fucking horror film.
It's like straight out of a movie. It's like, oh, this woman died in that bedroom. Someone hung themselves over there. Don't step there. Like,
yeah, it was a fucked house.
Jesus. Is this in Kent?
Yeah, and this is in Gordonvale.
True.
Draper Road.
True.
Yeah. Fuck. Woodamoo was just walking. I don't know if he was going to one of the other rooms.
Yeah. But
he freaked out and saw the same little girl I saw.
Yeah.
And he screamed and ran away. And like, when I told my mum, you know, my mum used to be a little SCOSA, a little space cadet back then. Yeah. She just told me it was just a bad dream. And I was like, oh, okay. You know, me being me, I was like, yeah, okay, just a bad dream.
Yeah, you want to believe it as well, so you're like, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
It was a dream, yeah. And then my nephew, Woodamoo, he was like, he ran in and was like, oh, Auntie Mary, you know, there's a fucking little girl in a white dress. And Mum told me, she was like, oh my God, you were correct. That was not a dream. I was like, so you want to believe him, but not me, your flesh and blood son.
So it wasn't that she tried to talk you out of it to make you feel better. She was like, he's probably lying. But when the 100%. Cousin said it, it's like, okay, maybe there's some truth to it.
Because my mum back then was...
was he a bit older than you, I guess? Yeah, that's probably why. You were only little.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. If you're like 5 years old and he's like 11 or 12, you know, maybe he's a bit more credible.
Yeah, and
I'm trying to play devil's advocate.
Yeah, but like, it's like kids, like young kids, bro. They have the ability to see spirits.
Yes, they're more perceptive.
Yeah, more whatever that word is.
Yeah,
because my whole family, you know, my little sister Lily,
Yeah.
She had a imaginary friend that she could see.
Yeah.
Like on the bus, she would like sit. Like she wouldn't move over for me to sit next to her because she's like, "Oh, my friend's sitting there."
Yeah.
And I was like,
So imaginary friend. How old was she at the time?
She was 10 and 11.
True.
And when we moved down to FICO Street, or was it fucking Hatfield? No. It was one of the three. There's used to be a big cubby house at the back. And Jarman, my little big giant of a brother, him and Lily could see Lily's imaginary friend that used to hang out in the little cubby house. And when she told us bigger kids, we went over there, checked, nothing. But like when you sit in the cubby house, you could hear weird things. And like you get goosebumps and that, like there's someone behind you. It's like weird growing up. But my hobbies growing up was probably climbing the big shed. Because like we had like a 4-story shed. I'm pretty sure it was like 4-story shed.
Jesus.
Yeah. So there will be a little shed that you climb onto, and to the top of shed, and then the third, and then the last. It was a good fucking shed.
4-story shed.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. Just bigger than my house.
Yeah, like it was like one of them old ass sheds made of like sheet metal.
Corrugated iron.
Yeah.
But you got any other ghost stories from there, Bella?
Or
what about just ghost stories in general?
Yeah. Like
because that covers one of my two. Because on the end, I like to ask 2 last questions. So you already jumped into one of them.
True.
But yeah, well, I asked about favorite movie and ghost stories. So if you got some more ghost stories, go on.
So Drone, Isaac, and Sophie and Lily. So Lily's my little sister. Drone and Isaac is my older brothers, and Sophie is my sister-in-law.
Yeah.
They were chilling out in Drone, Sophie, and Isaac, and someone else was drinking or smoking weed. And Lily was just there because she was a big baby back then. And they both all of them saw a figure like person walking on our driveway, because on our driveway it was like a old school rocky gravelly driveway. It's like it had a weird bend to it, and between it there's a drain type fucking
It's like a
passage.
Yeah, like a gully. Rocky,
Yeah,
what are you doing, mate?
like a big gully thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, they saw this person walking up on the driveway, and like, I shit you not, you can ask them the same story, that will tell you the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Walking on the driveway towards them, and my auntie, Mama Sharon, she came from White Rock when they used to live in White Rock. Came over, and it was her and her kids, my cousins. They saw a person, and they thought it was one of us other kids just walking on the driveway. So she high beams the figure, and it disappears.
True.
Yeah.
Did they male, female?
Did
They couldn't quite tell.
They couldn't quite tell if it was a male or female. The only thing they could see, it was like a outline of a person, but just a dark figure.
Yeah.
I got a couple other mores.
Yeah, go for it.
So it was me, my dad, my mum, and my 3. Lily, Jarman, and Huhana.
So how old were you at this stage?
I would have been 9 or 10.
Yeah.
because when I was 11, my dad went into jail.
Yeah.
For manslaughter. We were just sitting on the couch and we took a family photo. And in the background, sorry about that.
You're right. You're all good.
Yeah, so we took a photo and a family photo, and in the background, it was just us at home. And in the background, you could see a outline of a boy. Like,
true.
Yeah, I wish I had the iPad so I can show you the photo.
Yeah.
I'll when I go home,
send it to me and I'll clip it in.
Yeah, 100%. I'll go to my mum's house.
Yeah.
And I'll ask her because we still have the iPad to this day.
Yeah.
And on that iPad is a photo of the family, and in the background there's literally a fucking boy. Like,
true.
I'm saying that we live in a old Queensland house. So it's like a 2-story, basically a high lifted off the ground house.
Yeah.
And where that window was, you would need 2 bins to stand on and to like stand up like that in the window frame to actually see half of your body.
Yeah.
So there's no way in hell that, it was just us home, and no way in possible, like,
some kid
would be like fucking hanging from the roof, and just like looking at us.
So he's just like looking through the window.
Yeah, looking through the window, like.
Can you kind of see what he looks like, or?
Yeah, like if you zoom up on the iPad.
Yeah.
And keep zooming. This is like early fucking 2011, 2010, or 2010, 2011 type shit.
Yeah.
If you look on the iPad, zoom up, and there's this new thing how you can make the photo more clear.
Okay.
You clear it and you can like actually see a boy.
True.
It scares me to this day. Like, it gives me shivers, man.
Yeah.
Oh, like fuck.
Yeah. Jeez. You got all these haunted houses that you're growing up in.
Yeah, but the reason why I reckon it was like this is because my father was very
notorious.
Very notorious.
Yeah, we'll just go with that.
Yeah, he was let's say, not a good man. And when you're in that type of circle, doing,
you feel that he brought bad juju.
Yeah, 100%. Ever since when we first moved in there, nothing scary happens. As soon as he start, going around, bringing his friends over, bad shit follows.
Yeah.
Like,
so you feel things were following him?
Yeah, 100%. Like, I'm gonna tell you guys a story if you guys don't mind. If I do get emotional, who cares? Yeah, it happened years ago. I was sleeping in the. My mum told me to go into the baby's room, so that would be my little sister's room, and just sleep in there. And I was like, yeah, okay. I slept in there, and then I woke up to my mum and my dad having a physical altercation and verbal shit. And my little sister, Lily, ran down the road with my mum because my dad was screaming at my mum saying, I'm going to cut you up and put you in a esky. Because, he was just fucked up on drugs. That's why, I have
a little PTSD about
it. It's trauma that I will live with to the end of my life. He then came into the room and he kind of knew that I was awake, and he said to me, he's like, "Do you want me to put you to sleep?" Like, but in in a weird, fucked up way, you know? Like,
he wasn't reading your bedtime stories, what you
nah. he was like fucking possessed or some shit, because
he meant physically put you to sleep.
yeah, like maybe, you know,
you're not sure what he meant, but it wasn't good.
It wasn't good.
Yeah.
And then I turned over and I said to him, "Oh, no, I'm awake." And he's like, grab the girls and carry them to the van. And I said, "Oh, okay," like a good little boy. Fucking stupid cunt.
Oh, you're a kid, mate.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be hard on yourself for something that happened when you were a child, you know?
Yeah.
And you're frightened of him. What are you going to say, no?
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? Like,
I carried my 3 little sisters in my arm, my little brother on my back, put them in the car and buckled them up. Yeah, I actually thought I was gonna fucking die, so I grabbed the keys. I threw in the cane paddock, and hope for the best. And Dad just opened the back window, sat there looking at me with them fucking just black in his eyes. And yeah, he tried to grab a flathead screwdriver, a knife, just trying to start up the car and drive. But thank God that he fucking couldn't get the van started, and he just went back inside and smashed the house up, and
so you just felt like if he got that van started, things could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't. I can say with like confidence, I wouldn't be here if he got that car started. My little brother and my little sisters, they wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
And it would be my fault because he would have grabbed the keys. But my instinct or whatever you call that word.
Instincts, yeah.
Told me to throw the keys in the paddock. And it went on like coppers income because the Gordonvale coppers at the old fucking station, they stopped doing calls around like 1 o'clock. Well, so I think.
Really?
Yeah.
So they're not going to come after 1?
Nah, it's mostly the Edmonton police that will come.
Okay.
But they will take like fucking hours. Yeah.
Fuck, brother, I'm sorry.
It's all good.
None of that shit is your fault. He's the adult, you're a child.
Yeah.
And not only that, you're frightened of him, and I know what it's like to be frightened of your father. So, yeah, you don't have to carry that with you, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're a good man, and there's proof of that because you're sitting in this house. I don't have many people come here, and I always say that I think highly of you. You got a lot of potential, and you're a good young man.
Like, don't get me wrong. Till this day, I still love my dad.
Yeah.
He's my dad.
Well, you know what that says? It shows that everything that I just said.
Yeah.
That besides everything that happened, you still have love for him. And I'm sure that there is parts of your dad that is lovable.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, he is your father.
Yeah.
And there is something to be said for that no matter what someone that you love put you through, if they're family, But honestly, you're not like him, obviously.
Yeah. If me now could go back to the past and stop the DV against like my mum, like my brothers, I'm getting too personal. That's like Like,
you're right, brother. You don't have to share anything you don't feel comfortable with sharing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if there's anything you want us to cut out, you let me know.
No, like, people who grew up around me, it's all fucking public knowledge to them.
Yeah.
And half of Gordonvale, you know.
We'll make some of the security stuff confidential, though.
Yeah, you did say the venue name.
No, I mean that's the start. We won't have that, and some of the other stuff. Well, that's just confidential. Sorry, guys. Much love, but you know, this is the internal group right here, brother.
Yeah. Oh.
But I mean, you know, I'm really sorry you went through that, and obviously, like I said, you're a good man. So, I mean, you must have some good family there. Your mum must still be a gem.
Yeah, my mum. You know, if it wasn't for my mum, like, fuck.
Yeah. She's been your rock, eh?
Yeah, mate. She's the pillar of the whole family.
Yeah.
Honestly, if she wasn't there supporting us, you know, I'll be, you know, fuck. I personally can say I did follow my dad's footsteps. You know, thought I was a young thug, fucking someone who was meant to be somebody.
Yeah.
But in all honesty of my my part in that circle was I was a nobody.
You grew out of that quick though.
Yeah, 100%. I did.
People that because everyone when they're in their teens, you know, thinks that way. You know, well, a lot of people, and then some people, right, that we see, they get to 16, and then they're still 16 30 years later. They're still wearing FUBU shit and talking about how gangster they are, and they're a fucking loser. You know, but at the end of the day, you went through it. You grew up quick, and you're a good young man, and you've got good plans for your future. And I'm sure you take on some traits of your dad, but you were definitely not your father. You're a better man. I mean, I don't want to critique your dad, but obviously, you know, you got a better heart. Anyway, we'll go with that. Where it counts, mate.
Thank you.
My pleasure, mate. Thank you.
Oh, fuck. What else is there to talk to?
Well, you know, so what about some lighter notes? What, you know, growing up, what things were you into that was fun and good memories that you have? So no hauntings and, you know.
So the shit that we used to do back then in Gordonvale it's different compared to most places.
Yeah.
Because back then, you know, our town isn't really like the Kansas City. It's mostly, you go into town, you have the pub, Parkview pub, Great Northern pub, and the old pub. And then you have Lelong's, Heidi's Cafe. Heidi's Cafe used to be the banger for fucking fish and chips. Yeah. You go in there with $4, and I shit you not, you get like a fucking big tub of like chips. Yeah. You pay extra like $5. You get like 4 mackerels, beer battered. Yeah. Or like you get flake. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Shit. Hello. Yeah.
Oh, good.
And yeah, like it was so good growing up back then.
You play much sports and stuff?
I played some sports, you know.
Rugby,
yeah.
I mean, you're in Queensland, so
100%.
Like a given. It seems like everyone here plays rugby.
Yeah. But what I do remember fucking Macca's, like the Macca's out there in Gordonvale, that was just a servo. And then probably like a year goes by, boom, Macca's was built. And like the self-serves back then were 30 cents. I don't know how much they were back then for you, but
I don't know, man. I can't even remember, to be honest. I remember cheeseburgers always being $1.
Yeah, cheeseburgers were $1 until they
but they're like
boosted up until like
$5.95 or something like that.
Like what the fuck?
They're not cheap anymore.
They're not on the dollar mill no more, man. They're fucking gone.
they're on the $6 menu. I mean, like, I remember, like, going to Macca's and then buying, like, 30 cheeseburgers, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, them days are over.
Oh,
bro.
wait. Hold on. What would you call a struggle meal?
What struggle to finish?
No, like a struggle meal.
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Wait, what?
I don't know. Elaborate. What do you mean?
Porridge.
Porridge.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had it before a long time ago, but
Yeah. Like, struggle meals, like, meals that poor people can afford and eat, which is a luxury.
okay. I would say, like, buttered bread with sugar.
Ooh. But
Yeah.
wait, butter bread. Wait, are you talking about
So you get a slice of bread with some butter and then sugar.
True.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Dang.
Dessert.
Well, we have fucking milk, sugar, and bread.
Yeah.
So you like rip up the bread and you put it in there with milk and sugar. Boom, becomes like cereal and dessert.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Basically like bread pudding.
Yeah. Well, that's a lot better than what I said, but I'm being honest.
Yeah, like we're just naming all those like struggle meals that we had growing up. So one thing about my dad, which is good, he showed us a do you know hamper? Corned beef?
No, sorry.
Corned beef in the can?
I know of it.
Yeah. So
like Silverside, you mean?
No.
Is that the same thing?
Silverside and corned beef is the same thing, yes,
Yeah, well,
but two different
brands.
things. One's like a whole thing, and the other one's like all chopped up and like mushy and that. It's like tuna. How you get tuna in the can and tuna fresh. So you get Silverside up, fresh, and then you get corned beef like camper in a can. So we get 2 tins of corned beef, 3 packets of Miggery noodles, and 2 onions. Chop up the onions, crush up the noodles, chuck it in, and chuck the hamper in. Mix it with water, and then chuck the flavors in. Cook up rice.
Yeah.
And you get your fats, your proteins, and your carbs.
You're gonna fill the gap. It's gonna fill the gap for you.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Cheap as well.
Yeah, 100%. That's why it's like a cheap meal, like struggle meals.
Yeah.
Tuna and rice and mayonnaise.
As a kid, man, like, Mum was a really bad cook. I'm not gonna lie. But that being said, right, my mum was 16 when she gave birth to me.
16.
But I will add, my mum's still not the best cook. But she's substantially better, and she's got a couple of things on the menu that are pretty good. But I remember, like, not being a big fan and not eating much. What about movies?
Movies.
Yeah. What's your all-time favorite movie, or like a top 3 or something like that?
Alright, so it would be
You can see mine.
Yeah, I can see yours. So my one would be Rocky Balboa.
Yep.
The first one.
The first one?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then the second one, my second favorite would be Footloose.
Footloose, like the Kevin Bacon one?
No, not the 2001 one.
No, the Kevin Bacon one come out in like the 80s.
Yeah, well, wait, is you talking about the dude with the hold on, we gotta pull it up real quick. I'm talking about this one. I think it's the remake.
Is it? There's probably no one like this day and age. There's probably several remakes of it.
Yeah.
But if I think of Footloose, I think of Kevin Bacon.
Kenny Loggins, are you thinking of him?
Nah, Kevin Bacon.
Fuck, is there...
I'll show you what I mean. All right, so let's have a look. Footloose. Yeah, that's Kevin Bacon right there. Do you have ads on?
Nah, I got premium. Yeah, so that's the first Footloose. I'm talking about the remix. The remake.
The remake. Okay,
Yeah.
so that was like in the 2000s. So
Yeah.
All right, so we got a bit of a mix there. We got the original Rocky.
Yeah.
We got the remake of Footloose. What else we got?
Labyrinth.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
nice. With what's her name? Jennifer Connelly in that.
And what's his name?
The musician.
David
Bowie.
David Bowie.
Yeah.
Cat eyes. Everyone used to call him like Alien.
Yeah.
Because of his eyes, of his cat eyes.
Mm.
And my favorite scene in the Labyrinth will be when he's singing "Dance Magic Dance."
I haven't seen that movie in so long.
Oh.
The only thing I can weigh in when it comes to that movie is Jennifer Connelly was and still is super fucking hot.
Sexy.
Yeah, man. Bruh. Jennifer Connelly, mate. She's, and she, look, I don't know what she looks at like now, but I saw a movie with her in it, like it was only a few years ago, and she was still fucking hot, bro. Yeah.
What movie is it?
Ah, bruh. I can't even really remember. Shit. But it would have been like maybe 5 or 6 years ago. I saw a movie and she was still really hot, and she'd have to be in her mid-50s or something by now. You know, like at least.
Oh wait, in my top 4 we'll go to Crybaby, featuring Johnny Depp.
Oh yeah, I think. Do you want to hear a funny thing about that movie?
Yeah.
If it's the one that I'm thinking of, Mum said that was my favourite movie when I was like little. Like 2 or 3 years old. Like I don't even remember I don't remember anything about it. Other than Mum telling me when I was really little that it was my favourite movie. So
honestly, it's just like all old movies except for Footloose. That's the only one, you know.
I should have watched the Kevin Bacon one.
Oh well, if my parents, you know, showed me like because
you can do it now though.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it.
Retroactively watch the Kevin Bacon
like,
one.
Because out in Gordonvale we had we didn't have any like cinemas or like that. Like we would have a DVD store, and like it's when you go in there and you buy one and you can like return it. Like one of them old ones, like how you go in there and you're like, oh, Blu-ray, what's that? Like it would be like so many cupboards, shelvings with heaps of I'll just point at the cupping. Yeah,
I knew what you meant.
Yeah, heaps of shelves with like different type of movies and that like
Back
just came out that year.
Days.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was so good growing up like that.
Blockbuster was good. I used to have, before DVDs and Blu-rays, I had, you know, so many VHS tapes that my younger brother used to make.
Damn.
He used to make castles out of them.
Yeah.
But not for his toys. For him.
For him?
Bro, they'd be stacked up along the side of the wall. Like, my whole bedroom, right, one side of the wall, going down the other side was all VHS tapes.
Fuck.
Yeah, like, just stupid amount.
Oh.
And most of them are all like cheesy 70s kung fu movies and shit. Yeah, man. Like I had all sorts in there, you know, but a lot of them were 70s kung fu movies.
Any Playboy magazines, mate?
Oh, I had all of that stuff. I had all this, but they weren't sticky magazines. It had my first porn collection started off on VHS. That's how old my first porns were. I had a few VHS tapes, and that's how it started. It's not like now, you know, where you're only limited to your imagination and the thing in the palm of your hand. Like back then, they weren't like you had to rewind, like. Back to the best scenes, you know. You're like fluttering in the best scenes, you know. But yeah, like all my shit was on VHS, you know. Like, I remember, right, my younger brother Jack, he'd be 27 now, and he found a DVD, right?
Ooh.
And it's this chick, right,
Yeah.
with a deck in her mouth, but you couldn't see the base.
Yeah.
So he goes to me and my brother. He goes, "What's this sausage eating competition DVD?" And we just laughed. They're like, "Hey, you give that back, you know, like you don't need it. Don't worry about this sausage." But
I think my first time seeing porno was so our room, the boys' room, well, mine, Daniel's, Jerome and Isaac's, was the biggest room. So us four boys will share the room. And of course, you know, we had the Xbox 360s all set up. And yeah, I was sleeping in the lounge room, and then I woke up and there was some noises. I kid you not, I saw my brother, my other brother, my older cousin, and my other brother.
Got all watching it.
Yeah, we were watching it on TV.
So they were like loading in, I'm going to remember all this for later.
Yeah. I don't know, like, I was just like, I don't want to, like, you know, fucking put my brother and me cousin's business on blast. You know?
But yeah, so anyway, they end up finding one of your old man's stash or something. I think that's how it all sounds.
they bought it off one of their mates, and and they were playing it.
One of the mates had the hookup.
Yeah, and you know, I walked in because the toilets. So this is our room there. Like this bit here, and the hallway is like there.
Yeah.
And then this side is the lounge room. So I was sleeping on this side, and then I went through the door to go to the toilet.
Yeah.
And then I heard something, and I looked over, and I saw the TV on. I seen all of them just sitting there watching the fucking thing. So I went over them and sat there and watched. And yeah.
You're like, oh, this is different.
It was scary. And then, yeah. And then, you know,
eventually, they all get introduced to it at some point. I think it's a bit too easy now, but, you know.
And then, like, when my brothers and that knew that I was there, they fucking turned off straight away. They're like, oh, don't, like, you know, don't say nothing, don't say this and that. Yeah. And I was like, oh. And then I went to bed, woke up, went around and fucking, asked my mates. And they're like, oh, I don't know, you know, fucking kids being kids.
Reminds me of that. You seen that South Park episode where Butters, you know, they give him the Lord of the Rings, but it's got a porno in it. It says, "My precious."
I have not seen that episode yet.
That's one of the best ones, if not the best South Park episode. It's on season 6.
No, my one is Master Girl is working. I can't say it on your podcast, man. Hey, it's fucked.
But yeah. Any other topics you want to touch on, or?
I don't know.
We'll call it an episode.
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming on, JJ.
Too easy, bro.
You're a legend, mate. And you know, like I always say, I've got a lot of time for you.
Thank
you. And for the lads, make sure you stick around for the next episode. Obviously not right after this because I didn't speak that properly, but you get the point. Stay tuned for another episode. And
thank you, guys.
If you made it all the way to the end, we appreciate you. And again, JJ, much appreciated, brother. We're supposed to actually be on. He was supposed to be on, I think it was the 2nd or 3rd episode.
Yeah, with, I was too fucking chicken shit to do it.
But we made it happen. So, again.
Thank you.
All right. And peace out.